Hi, this is Pastor Heather from Berkeley Hills Lutheran Church, bringing you a daily devotion. We've been doing this since the stay-at-home orders began, so 7-8 weeks. And, you know, there's a lot I see going on in the world that's not just coronavirus related. And it's disturbing. There's hateful and hurtful things happening in the world. This week, we know that a young man, a young black man, was killed while he was jogging. He was jogging in his neighborhood, and two white men saw him, and they went home to get their guns and came back and killed him. His name is Ahmad Harbury. It's disturbing. We've heard of people who got mad because a store employee asked them to wear masks to go into the store and wouldn't let them enter. And they went and got guns and killed him. We've heard about people protesting the stay-at-home orders and the wear masks and the protections, but not just protesting with words and thoughts and research and knowledge, but with guns, as if that makes sense, to fight a virus with guns. Except that we know that we're not fighting a virus with guns, are we? It's about our rights, our liberty, our freedom. And I was thinking hard about this because what I so focus on is all the good that's coming out of this virus time. The way we are reaching out to care for one another and the great depths of care and generosity that people are going to help provide food to the workers on the front lines who are just dedicating everything they have to caring for people who are sick and dying. And all of the good responses are just amazing, and we need to continue to lift those up. But I got to thinking about, why do some people respond this way with violence and hatred and this insistence that they get their own way? I was doing some reading, and a man named Timothy Melly wrote a book in 2000 called Empire of Conspiracy. And that's the other thing, right? There's a lot of conspiracy theories about what's going on, and there's always deniers that there's really a virus or that all of this has been created in order to confine us and control us and take things away. But Melly writes that conspiracy theory, and I think the racism and the protests and the I need my rights kind of reaction comes from the same place. He says it comes from a combination of two factors. When someone holds strong individualistic values, and when someone lacks a sense of control. So when people only care about themselves and their own rights to make their own choices and direct their own lives without any interference or obligation to a larger system or a larger community, put that together with a sense of powerlessness over your own life, and you get this panic, this intense anxiety about apparent loss of autonomy because of outside forces or controls or regulators. So people act out of fear. People act out of, I think that hate is deeply seated in fear and perceived lack of control, or that someone's trying to take your autonomy away. Protesting with guns over having to wear a mask, man, that's deeply rooted in fear and my right to do my thing. This is where I think our faith calls us to a different place. And I really mean this, that the answer to this is that our faith, we hold on to that because it calls us outside of ourselves. My faith says that it is my duty, my joy, my right to care for other people. That I do not live to myself, but I live to Christ, and Christ is in each of you and everyone I encounter. And when I can see Christ there, then I respond to that person as if they are Christ, and I love them and I care for them. My rights are subdued by the call to community. Over and over again, Jesus calls us to love one another, to feed the hungry and tend to the poor and the sick, the widow, the orphan, those imprisoned, those who are lost and lonely. We can't do that unless we can think beyond ourselves, unless we embrace this deeply rooted concept that we are part of a community and that we are responsible to that community first and to ourselves second. This is what God is all about in our faith. Today I want you to do something good for someone else and embrace that as living out your faith. Let it strengthen you, let it bring you hope, let it bring you encouragement to persevere through this time. Thank you.